You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius.
Welcome back to Beyond Stoicism, where ancient wisdom meets modern challenges. Today, we explore how Stoicism teaches us to handle conflicts without direct confrontation. Whether it's a workplace dispute, a family disagreement, or an internal struggle, Stoicism offers a path to peace without the need for escalating tensions. At the core of Stoicism is a robust framework for understanding and managing life's conflicts. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus taught that our disturbances come not from external events but from our reactions to them. By mastering our responses, we control the outcomes of many challenging situations. Imagine navigating through life's conflicts with a calm and composed demeanor, maintaining peace of mind even under pressure. Envision the strength this approach could bring to your relationships, enhancing and fostering understanding rather than contention. And consider the inner strength that emerges from knowing you can face any adversity without losing your balance. Defining enemy through a Stoic lens. In our journey through Stoic wisdom, we first redefine a crucial term, enemy. In the Stoic tradition, an enemy extends beyond mere personal adversaries. It includes anything that challenges our peace of mind. This broader understanding empowers us to address not just interpersonal conflicts, but also the internal ones that disrupt our serenity. Stoicism teaches us to look within and recognize that our true battles are often against the impulses of our own minds rather than external forces. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, offers a profound insight into this concept. He counsels, "The best way to avenge yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer." This statement is not just about forgiveness but about maintaining one's character in the face of provocation. When we respond to negativity with negativity, we allow our enemies, be they situations or individuals, to dictate our behavior. Instead, Aurelius advocates for a higher path where we maintain our principles and integrity, thus keeping our peace of mind intact. Seneca, another towering figure in Stoicism, provides a complementary perspective. He writes, "No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have." Here, Seneca addresses the internal enemy of desire and discontent. Our dissatisfaction can become a formidable foe when it drives us to envy, resentment, or regret. By reining in these emotions and focusing on what we control, our responses and attitudes, we disarm the most persistent of enemies. Understanding an enemy in this Stoic sense does not imply passivity or avoidance of action. Rather, it encourages a strategic approach to conflict. We are urged to choose our battles wisely, engaging only when necessary and beneficial for our growth and well-being. This discernment is crucial in both personal development and interpersonal relationships. Furthermore, this Stoic redefinition of an enemy prompts us to explore the nature of opposition. Challenges can often act as catalysts for growth, pushing us to develop resilience, empathy, and wisdom. By shifting our perception, we can transform perceived adversities into lessons that fortify our character. This transformation is not trivial. It requires constant practice and mindfulness. In our daily lives, this means pausing when we feel agitated, provoked, or offended. It means stepping back to assess whether our typical reactions serve our long-term happiness or merely provide short-term relief or retaliation. It involves a deep, sometimes challenging, introspection to determine whether we are giving external circumstances the power to disrupt our inner tranquility. As we move forward in our discussion, let's carry this expanded definition of an enemy with us. It's a tool that not only helps in understanding Stoicism but also in applying it. The wisdom of Aurelius and Seneca doesn't just belong to the past. It is immensely relevant in our current context, offering us a blueprint for handling not only overt conflicts but also the subtle, pervasive battles we wage within ourselves. By embracing this Stoic perspective, we open ourselves to a life of greater peace, improved relationships, and robust inner strength. Each conflict, each challenge, and each enemy becomes a stepping stone towards this elevated existence, guiding us to act not out of impulse but from a place of deep understanding and resilience. Self-control and mastery. In the Stoic philosophy, self-control is not just a virtue, it is the cornerstone of personal freedom and inner peace. The Stoics believe that mastery over one's reactions is the first step towards true independence because it liberates us from being at the mercy of external circumstances. As we delve deeper into Stoic wisdom, let us explore how self-control can empower us to retain our peace of mind and deprive any enemy, whether internal or external, of power over our emotions. Self-control, in the Stoic sense, involves more than just restraining impulses. It is about developing an awareness of our thoughts and emotions and choosing responses that align with our values and reason. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful assertion reminds us that our greatest strength lies in our ability to maintain composure and rationality in the face of adversity. This mastery begins with the recognition that our emotions are responses we can manage, not uncontrollable forces. When someone insults us, for example, it is natural to feel offended. However, by practicing Stoic self-control, we can choose not to respond with anger or insult but instead with understanding or perhaps not at all. This does not mean suppressing our feelings but acknowledging them and deciding not to let them lead to disruptive actions. By doing so, we effectively strip the situation of its power to disturb our peace. Self-control also extends to our desires and ambitions. Epictetus, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, taught that freedom is not achieved through fulfilling our desires, but in removing our desire for things which are not in our control. This perspective shifts our focus from what we want from the world to how we interact with it. It is a profound recalibration of priorities that liberates us from the endless cycle of desire and disappointment. The serenity that comes from self-mastery is profound. Imagine living a life where you are not constantly buffeted by the winds of fate, where each day is not a series of emotional reactions to events, but a deliberate practice of choosing how to interpret and respond to them. This level of serenity is not a mere absence of disturbance, but a positive state of peace and clarity. It is knowing that no external condition can truly disturb your inner tranquility unless you allow it. To cultivate this self-mastery, Stoics recommend practices such as daily reflection, meditation, and journaling. These practices help us become more mindful of our reactions and more deliberate in our responses. They encourage us to pause and reflect before acting, ensuring our actions are guided by reason and virtue rather than impulse or emotion. Furthermore, self-control in Stoicism is about consistency. It is not enough to be composed in easy times only. True mastery is demonstrated in maintaining this composure in the face of life's storms. This consistent practice builds resilience, making us stronger and more adept at handling future challenges. As we continue our journey through Stoic teachings, let us remember that self-control is more than a defensive mechanism against external trials. It is an active engagement in crafting a life of purpose and peace. Each moment of restraint and thoughtful response is a step towards becoming masters of our own lives, captains of our souls. By embracing the Stoic path of self-control and mastery, we do not just learn to survive challenges, we learn to thrive despite them. This transformational journey enriches not only our own lives but also the lives of those around us, as our newfound serenity and stability radiate outward, influencing our world in countless positive ways. Empathy and understanding. In the realm of Stoicism, the development of empathy and understanding is crucial in transforming an enemy into merely someone with differing viewpoints. This section explores how Stoic wisdom encourages us to look beyond surface-level disagreements and understand the deeper motives and challenges that drive others' behaviors. The Stoics taught that all people act in accordance with what they believe is right, based on their own experiences and judgments. Marcus Aurelius noted, Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? This reflection prompts us to consider our own flaws and the circumstances of others before passing judgment, fostering a sense of common humanity and empathy. Understanding why people behave the way they do can dramatically shift our perception of them. Instead of viewing someone as a deliberate antagonist, we might begin to see them as another individual striving to do their best under their unique circumstances. This realization can dissolve feelings of hostility and replace them with compassion, significantly altering our interactions. To illustrate this concept, consider the Stoic story of the Spartan king Agesilaus. When he was urged to punish a small city that had betrayed Sparta, he refused. Instead, he offered them kindness and support, which won them over and restored their loyalty. When asked about his decision, Agesilaus said, "I prefer to make friends out of enemies than enemies out of friends." This parable highlights the power of empathy in overcoming conflict. Instead of reacting to betrayal with vengeance, Agesilaus chose to understand the fears and needs that drove the city's actions, thereby transforming a potential enemy into a loyal ally. The ability to understand others also requires acknowledging that everyone has their own struggles and adversities. Epictetus advised, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle." When we remember this, our approach to conflicts changes. We become less inclined to escalate disagreements and more inclined to seek resolutions that acknowledge everyone's dignity and needs. Practicing empathy also involves listening actively and attentively to others. By truly hearing what others have to say, without immediately planning our rebuttals or judgments, we open the door to deeper understanding and connection. This practice not only enriches our interactions but also aligns us more closely with Stoic principles, promoting a life of virtue and inner peace. In summary, empathy and understanding are not just moral virtues. They are practical tools in the Stoic arsenal for dealing with conflicts and adversities. By striving to see the world from others' perspectives and acknowledging the complex web of causes behind their actions, we can transform our relationships and foster a more compassionate and understanding community. This approach not only diminishes conflicts but also enhances our own well-being, creating a more harmonious environment for all. Choosing battles wisely. In Stoicism, the art of living wisely involves not just knowing how to act, but also knowing when to act, and perhaps more importantly, when not to. This brings us to a crucial aspect of Stoic wisdom: choosing our battles wisely. Let's explore how this discernment can lead to more peaceful and productive outcomes, reducing unnecessary stress in our lives. The Stoics understood that not all conflicts deserve our energy. Marcus Aurelius, who faced countless political and personal challenges during his reign, advised, "Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary?" By applying this simple question to potential conflicts, we can determine which battles truly align with our values and which are merely distractions from our path. This decision-making process requires honest self-reflection about what is truly important to us and what outcomes we seek from our engagements. Choosing our battles wisely means recognizing that some conflicts, no matter how provocatively they present themselves, do not merit a confrontation. Engaging in every dispute or challenge that comes our way can lead to burnout and detract from more meaningful pursuits. It can also escalate situations that might have resolved themselves with time or minimal intervention. Stoic wisdom teaches us to conserve our energy for issues that truly matter, those that affect our core values and long-term goals. Furthermore, avoiding unnecessary conflicts can significantly enhance our well-being and relationships. When we opt out of petty squabbles or refuse to engage with provocations, we maintain our inner peace and keep our relationships intact. This doesn't mean we avoid addressing important issues. Rather, it means we approach potential conflicts with a calm and rational mindset, evaluating whether our involvement will lead to a beneficial outcome. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus provides a useful perspective here. Don't be concerned with the things over which you have no control. This guidance helps us focus on our own actions and responses, rather than trying to control external events or other people's behavior. When we focus on what we can control, our actions, reactions, and decisions, we are more likely to achieve positive results and less likely to waste time on futile efforts. By choosing our battles wisely, we not only live more in line with Stoic principles but also create a more serene environment for ourselves and those around us. This approach allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and effectiveness, ensuring that our energies are spent on pursuits that enrich our lives and contribute to our personal and moral growth. In summary, the wisdom of choosing our battles wisely is a testament to the Stoic ideal of living according to reason. It is about making strategic decisions, not out of fear or avoidance, but from a place of strength and clarity. This discernment leads to less stress, better outcomes, and a more fulfilling life, keeping us true to our Stoic pursuit of tranquility and virtue. As we draw our exploration to a close, let's briefly recap the 7 Stoic strategies to defeat an enemy without resorting to fighting. First, we expanded our understanding of an enemy, viewing them not just as adversaries but as any challenge to our peace of mind. Second, we delved into the importance of self-control and how mastering our reactions can strip any enemy of the power to disrupt our emotional state. Third, we explored the power of empathy and understanding, recognizing that perceiving the motives behind others' actions transforms enemies into individuals with differing viewpoints. Fourth, we emphasized the wisdom of choosing our battles wisely, conserving our energy for conflicts that truly matter. Each of these strategies isn't just philosophical concepts but practical tools that can dramatically enhance the quality of our lives and relationships. I encourage all of you to practice these techniques and incorporate them into your daily life. Observe how they change your interactions and your internal responses to challenges. And as always, I invite your feedback on how these strategies are working for you. Share your stories and let us know which topics you'd like to see discussed in future videos. If you found this video helpful and would like to dive deeper into the world of Stoicism, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming content. For more resources and detailed articles, visit our website at stoicism.com. Join our community on social media for daily Stoic insights and discussions. Together, let's continue to grow, learn, and live a life rich with wisdom and serenity. Thank you for watching, and remember, the path to peace and personal power is through wisdom and understanding. Stay curious, and see you in the next video.